Revolt is our vision for the future of green energy. PowerBeam is our product and it is based on efficiency and flexibility for today's needs.
More and more events are taking place in the world, requiring a lot of energy and therefore creating a lot of pollution. And according to the climatologists of the Global Carbon Project, 33.1 gigatons of CO2 were emitted in 2019 in the world, as opposed to 33.1 gigatons in 2018. The 2024 Olympic Games in Paris is the biggest event expelled in France. On average, during these events, 3.5 million tons of CO2 were emitted. In addition, Paris usually reaches record peak of pollution in summer. Imagine what this will achieve with the 2024 Olympics and the construction of new infrastructure, the movement of athletes, the energy supply of the stage, or even the demolition of all this infrastructure after the events. The saturation of the national electricity grid is and will be a major problem. In addition, on average, 4 million liters of fuel are used by generators to assist these events, and, in general, they represent 95% of our off-grid solution. A difficult problem arises: how to reduce the environmental impact of the 2024 Olympics in order to have the most ecological games possible. Existing generators run on diesel, they are heavy, noisy, emit of particles endlessly and not recycled. It's why we create Revolt. We create a more serene future for you with moral and technical values. Our projects are 100% recyclable, more efficient and clean than all the projects on the market, light and silent, you can use it everywhere, it can be easily transported, with easily refillable technology.
The heart of Revolt is the PowerBeam battery block. It is made with lithium iron phosphate batteries, which is the best technology available. Recyclable, reliable, with up to 5000 charge-discharge cycles and non-explosive. The output of this battery block is 48 volt DC, and it can be mounted in parallel to increase capacity and power. We developed a specific algorithm to allow balancing in PowerBeam arrays. It allows the user to take a PowerBeam from the array for an external use and replug it in later. PowerBeam battery block can be used in arrays for several needs as described before. The dock station embedded in the vehicle is including a high-power inverter. It can also be used separately thanks to the PowerBeam inverter containing two domestic AC outputs. The battery block can be charged thanks to the vehicle power connector in a charging point, but also thanks to the general network or alternative energies like solar panels.
A considerable part of the market is represented by machinery manufacturer. The market is strongly influenced by noise pollution and gas emissions. Therefore, governments are looking for non-emitting off-grid energy. Indeed, our project responds to a call for tenders for demonstrators of clean solution for off-grid energy. It was launched by the French Environment and Energy Management Agency. They are looking for innovative and modular off-grid projects for the Olympic Games in Paris. To finance our project, we estimated a total amount of 860,000 euros obtained through regional innovation contributions and partnerships such as the BPI. Within 2 years, our first production line will be operational and we will launch the distribution of our product throughout France for the Olympic Games. We favor B2B for selling our products through rental companies or more specifically, Rent as part of the installation of docking stations for our system. We also proposed our solution to electric vehicles rented to professionals.
We privilege local procurement for components when it's possible and we want the most ecological channel of supply for our logistics. Our projects are designed and produced in France and undergoes the most accurate quality test. We strive to source as much as possible within the European framework. We favor a clean distribution channel and ensure logistics that emit the least CO2 possible. The use of our generators emits 0.1 kg of CO2 per kilowatt use, unlike conventional generator which represents 5 kg of CO2 per kilowatt use. In addition, our components are 100% recyclable and can be processed in France by Veolia and its subsidiaries. We also ensure the reuse of undamaged parts in our workshops in order to limit the extraction of raw material. We are therefore creating a virtuous circle and are committed to readjusting it as soon as it seems possible. We are also aware that there is an after Olympic Games, and this is the whole point of the flexibility of Revolt. Our adaptability allows us to supply work sites and cities, but also to imagine a power beam rental service with rental rent for professionals. Also, the standardization of electric car battery in the form of module that replace the battery integrated into the chassis seems to be a very promising prospect for a project.
Imagine a world where sustainable electricity is available everywhere. Revolt is ready to meet this challenge. And you?